Hey guys, so I just left the Sarah Boone trial. It's 6 now, 6:20. They are still there. They're supposed to be there till 9 tonight, at least 9 tonight. So I just couldn't do it. I couldn't. That was so much to take in one day. I do not envy them at all. One thing I thought I would jump on here and say is something happened two things happened actually, but something happened that made me just so, I don't even know the word, but my brain is scrambled up after all that information overload. But anyway, so George Torres's family was sitting in the front row when the video was played. Of course, they were emotional. They did nothing they did nothing that any other human being wouldn't do. They cried, and I don't want to say which one, but somebody put their head in their hands and quietly cried, and then the other family member was hugging them. This made me think so badly of Sarah's lawyer. And also, this is the rumor that's going around, is that he is doing this, the way that Sarah's paying for this is he gets the rights to her story. So I guess the deal was made that since she can't pay, she would pay by giving him the rights to any story that she might tell. I don't know if that's books or whatever. So that's the rumor. That's what I heard. I have no idea if that's the truth or not. I really don't know. But it wouldn't surprise me at this point. When the family broke down, when they left and outside of the presence of the jury, because then the jury would know how mean he is, he admonished the lawyer, the judge, the family, and he actually, when the family was reacting, he actually looked back and stared at them. And I'm talking about the kind of stare where you are shooting daggers, out of your eyes. It was so unbelievably callous and mean. In the beginning, I thought maybe he was doing this for her because she, everybody deserves a defense. Man, I don't know what to think now. He moved for a mistrial because of the reaction. He moved for a mistrial, and he said he got very angry, and he made it to be like the state, that was them dropping the ball, and how dare they, not take care of that. And the state doesn't know what they're gonna do. The family probably didn't even know what they were gonna do. It was just honestly, the way he looked at the audience and the way he looked at the family was so... I'm getting texts. It was so cruel. It was really cruel. At one point, I thought he was looking like over at the people on our bench, and I was like, what did we do? And then he explained, I don't know. And then a lady got kicked out for having her ringer on, and Judge Karinik does not want you to have a ringer on in his court. He put his hand over his head, and pointed, and he was like, out. like you say to, like a parent would say to their child, or like to a dog, to a pet, So I don't know, that it seems like it's getting stressful. I'm sure that it is. It's the end. It's kind of all now or never. So both sides, I'm sure, very stressed out. I will say this, from what I saw, the jurors are starting to look a little tired. They're looking like they're ready for this to end. And when it came to James Owens closing, he did not get much sympathy from anybody, I feel like, but the jurors just kind of looked like, I don't know, like stern, a little bit stern. So I don't know how we'll go. They have a few different options, so my guess would be, purely a guess, this is just purely a guess, I see them coming back with either just flat out guilty, or maybe to take it to a lesser charge. I have heard some lawyers there said they didn't think it would be a hung jury. So I really don't have an opinion on that, because I guess they would know better than I on that. But and as far as her being found not guilty, that would be surprising to me. That would be really shocking to me if that happened. So anyway, that's about it. I'm not gonna go back again. It's so exhausting. I can't imagine what it's like for the people actually involved in it. It's a lot. It's a lot to be involved in. But it was interesting. It was interesting to see how what goes on, behind closed doors, and the instructions that they got. And Judge Cranick seems like a great judge. He's very stern but fair, and he even a few times would say things to deputies and stuff that was more lighthearted. He seems like, I think she got the best group of people she could have gotten. But man, that lawyer, that was so cold. I haven't seen people react with that lack of sympathy very few times in my life. But I'll say I even got a little teary-eyed. I felt so bad for the mom. No matter what you think of him and what kind of person he was, or what he did, or what the way they were, the mother is heartbroken. And I think she reacted, I would be falling apart. I don't even know if I would be able to come in. But it was so, I whispered like a little prayer for her and his daughters. I can't imagine hearing somebody I love begging for their life. I don't care their actions or what, to her, that will be her baby. That will always be her baby. So, that was really sad. But I don't know. I'll just be holding on like everybody else and waiting to see what they decide to do. So hopefully, I think, I don't know, the jurors just look like they're listening intently. The ones that I ever heard talk, the ones that were in the elevator, were extremely nice, gracious people to anyone they talked to, because I didn't talk to them or anything, but you can see them talking to other people, and they seem friendly, they seem nice. So I wouldn't want to be there. So I think that they were gracious about having to be there and take time out of their lives. But anyway, we'll see what happens next, and I hope you guys are doing good, and have a good night. Bye.